Hello, everyone. My name's Ruth. I'm a friend of Kevin's and I'm just helping out for a few days while he gets well. And we're continuing to talk about prayer. Sometimes we feel as if we don't know what we should pray or how we should pray it. There's a verse in the Bible in Romans chapter 8 and verse 26. It says, "In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans." No, we don't always know what we should pray for or how to pray it. Sometimes I find that having a notebook is handy. I know I mentioned before that I write things down that are going to be distracting, but sometimes I use a notebook for my prayers. Sometimes I can write it as if it's a letter to God. So I don't know what what's going to be like when I start. I'll just start writing a letter to God and write it in my notebook. And then I've got a record of what I've prayed as well, so that helps, doesn't it? Other times I'll write a word in the middle of a page. For instance, thankful. And I'll draw a circle around it or a box, and I use coloured pens. I like lots of colours. And then I will write things around the page that are things that I'm thankful for. So I might include people in that. I might include situations. I might include things that have happened, or I might include gifts that somebody's given me. And I'll write down all those things that I'm thankful for. I might just have one word at the time. I might just think, oh yes, I want to thank God because somebody bought me a cup of coffee yesterday. So I'll write that down and I'll start praying for that person that gave me the coffee. And so that one word that I write down can spark lots of different ideas. We don't know what we ought to pray for, but sometimes just writing down one word at a time will spark a little prayer for different people, and it doesn't have to be long prayers at all. So I might write down somebody's name, pray for that person. I'm thankful for them because, and continue that. Write down a situation like somebody bought me a cup of coffee. I like the coffee, thank you for coffee, and then thank you for the person that gave it to me. So your prayer can expand just because you've had one idea at a time. And then you've got a lovely visual at the end of the time, and you can look back on and say, that day I was thankful for those things. We don't know what we ought to pray for all the time, but sometimes a word at a time is just enough. I'll see you again soon.